Our mission at Personetics is to empower financial institutions to maximize the value of every interaction through data-driven personalization. We know that the big national banks are winning more than 50% of the new money in motion, while regional banks have really aspired and espoused the local relationship model. That model is being put under a different kind of test, having different challenges as the shift to digital puts more pressure on that relationship model.
Jody's last point is spot on. We're headquartered here in the state of Missouri, which a lot of people might refer to as a flyover state. And certainly the big five banks have always considered us that. But in the recent years, as they continue to try to expand, we're definitely a target. And so it's new for regional banks. We've always owned these markets out here in the Midwest, and we compete against other regional banks or community banks. There's a lot of banking in the Midwest. And for the large banks to come in now, which is appropriate, it just makes us step up our game that much more. Customers are increasingly prefer digital channels. That's obvious. I mean, look, I'm a small bank and I have over 7 million logins into my mobile banking a month. The average time on app is still less than a minute. When they're coming to our app, they're very transactional, and we're glad to be part of that. But what I want to try to do is slow those customers down and provide value to the customer so that while they're there, we're actually doing something with them to further their financial lives, because that's what banks are supposed to do. And so what we're really trying to do, and why we chose Personetics to help us in this journey, is we've got to get closer to the customers. We have to strengthen the ability to use the data that we have so that then they can in turn empower themselves to make informed decisions. And we're going to do that through kind of money management tools. Let's make data-driven decisions versus customer-driven decisions. Let us be part of that conversation for you and take some of that onerous task of trying to figure out what to do with my finances off of the customer. And that's where we can really show value. And that's what regional banks do. And it's really hard to compete against the big guys and the fintechs in this space. So we have to find strong partners, and strong partners like Personetics that do a few things really, really well and can get us into things like AI to dip our toe in there from a customer perspective. Let's figure out how we can do some of these things. But it solves our resource constraint, because customers at the end of the day, they still expect us to do all the things because they've seen it. And so what Personetics is giving us that we haven't really had the ability to do is, talk to them about upcoming activity. That cash flow calendar that I've had out there for a long time, it needs improvement. And wouldn't it be better versus me doing a target market that says, hey, you should have a credit card? Wouldn't it be better if I turn to Personetics and help me say, okay, look, you just made a payment on a credit card of $8,000. That equates to X amount of rewards points with our credit card, which we would dump into your savings account of this amount, which, by the way, is enhancing the goal that you set for saving money, and kind of connecting all of the things that the customer is doing. So it's about thinking differently, and how do you really personalize what's important to David, and how can we set some, what we call them, insights? How can we set those insights that you're getting a different experience when you're logging into mobile banking than I'm getting? If mobile banking is going to be my branch of the future, we got to go past the teller line, because right now it's a teller line, right? I get my balance, I make my payments, I transfer money, etc. In the branch, when they walk in the door, the real goal is to get them in front of a personal banker and let them sit and let us talk and let us consult them. What I need to be able to do is do that in the mobile space. And that's where AI, that's where insights from Personetics and everything else that we're trying to build in that mobile app, that's how you become the branch of the future, as you get past that teller line.
I think, our audience just received a masterclass from Dan around what a desired vision and experience for customers look like, grounded in the realities and the challenges of the competitive landscape, and also infused and hopefully amplified by some of the analytics and technology that's out there that can really help propel regional banks to better deliver on the needs of customers and help them better manage their day-to-day banking.